I'm Giulia, I'm 41 years old, born in 1983, so belonging to Generation X, and I'm currently Secretary General at the European Vocational Training Association. For me, accepting a job offers, it depends on what are the objectives of the job that I'm proposed. If it fits with my personal values, if it has an impact on the society around me, and also if it allows me to grow as a person but also as a professional. So there are three main factors. One, the environment. I think it's very important to have a safe environment where I can express myself, where I can have a constructive dialogue with my colleagues, and where I can be free to propose ideas and to put them in reality. I think that one of the benefits that is very important to me is the health insurance. The fact that I feel safe in case I have health issues and I can benefit of health coverage. Also, a pensionistic scheme would be something very important considering the current evolution of our society, especially for people of my generation, Generation X. The pension scheme, it's something that we really care. And also other benefits like having the possibility to telework or flexible hours and support for buying food and this kind of benefits. I still prefer face-to-face communication. I think that having face-to-face communication builds trust, and also it has a positive impact on socialization and on personal exchanges. So I find digital ways of communicating easy and effective, of course, but they lose a little bit in that social side that I still believe is very much important on the workplace. I don't have a specific preference. I can tell what we currently use at the moment. Teams, Microsoft Teams still is the tool that we use the most within the team. But with external persons, external partners and stakeholders, also WhatsApp, it's a digital tool that I am using quite extensively. I try to disconnect as much as possible and to take time and breathe. If something makes me anxious, I try to step back a little bit from the situation and try to think about it in a very calm way in order not to have impulsive reactions. And also, I think the basic thing that I do is trying to disconnect from the situation and trying to face the situation in the moment that I feel less anxious. I prefer to work in the office because of the same reasons that I mentioned when I was talking about using digital tools for communication. I think that in presence, face-to-face communication at work is very much important, and it builds not only trust, confidence, but also it leads to great ideas, because thanks to brainstorming together in presence setting is it leads to putting in place a lot of creativity. So I prefer this, although I don't dislike the possibility sometimes to work remotely. It can be a balanced measure that is introduced in the workplace often, but I have a preference for face-to-face and in presence office in the office. Well, overtime is something that happens for two reasons. One, the most common one, is the workload. The second one is the difficulty in organizing the work. So I think that in both cases it shouldn't happen, because we should avoid being overloaded by work and we should be capable to organize our work properly, but sometimes it happens for many circumstances. My idea is that if it happens, it's something that we cannot avoid, but we should we should try not to make this an habit. So measures should be put in place in order to avoid that overtime becomes the rule. Yeah, it's extremely important as an organization that promotes vocational training. Lifelong learning is embedded in our culture. So I believe it also, from my personal view, that keep on learning, and this learning can be not only learning in a traditional way, but also in other different ways, but also learning by doing things, by the experience. This is something that should be pursued throughout our lives. So yeah, for me it's very much important because it helps not only performing better in the current position in the workplace, but also it helps in creating other opportunities for job transition and for other professional career paths. Well, for the future of my career, I think that personally what is important is to not only have the possibility to increase my competencies and improve those that I have already acquired, but also being recognized. Sometimes it happens that I feel not recognized, although all the efforts that I put in place in order to achieve the objectives and being successful, recognition doesn't come so clearly and so frequently. And this is something that I would like to have more in the future of my career, in my current position, but also in other workplaces I might embrace in the future.